Good morning from Sweden. I hope you are well. So this is the 2nd of April 2026 and this is the I Ching reflection for the day. And my name is Hannah and I'm happy to have you here. And I hope this reading will be of benefit to you. So even if you find this reading when it's not the 2nd of April 2026, but it resonates, well then reading is for you as well. So as usual, we're starting by grounding ourselves into the present moment. So doing this by rooting into the surface below. So if you're sitting down, put your feet, if you're sitting on a chair, put your feet flat on the floor, connecting to the surface below. And as you breathe in, you feel the weight, you feel your spine rising towards the sky. And as you breathe out, you relax, but the spine remains rising towards the sky. And it's almost like it's hanging from a silk thin thread from the heavens above. Connected to your crown point towards the sky. And as you breathe in, you relax and you feel heavier and heavier. Connecting deeply and deeply down to Mother Earth below. And as you breathe in through your nose, your stomach expands. And as you breathe out, it contracts. So we're breathing all the way down into the lungs. And when we are using the diaphragm and allowing it to move freely, or softening it, it actually works as a massager for the organs below and above. So as you breathe in, it sort of presses down on the organs below, and as you breathe out, it contracts and helps emptying out the lung. So for most of us, we are breathing so shallow, mostly, so we're not even using the diaphragm. So the diaphragm is all stiff. So it can take a while doing breath work to get the diaphragm to move as it should. But this is where breathwork practice can be very good. Anyway, continue breathing in and out through the nose, and I will draw the hexagrams for today. So how are the energies around us, and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous day forward? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, wood, mountain, lake, metal. So we have water. Water below. Kan. See what we got above or without. Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, wood, mountain, lake, and metal. So we have wind. Wind, wood, sun. And then let's have a look at the changing line and the mice where we are especially, or where we are exactly in the process of this hexagram. We have the initial 6, second 9, third 6, fourth 6. Okay. So what we have is we have Kyan above. I'm going to move this a little bit. So we have Kyan, Kan. So heaven above water. And then we have Yang, Yin, Yin, thunder, Yin, Yin, Yang. And we have nourishing here. It's the underlying energy. You know, it's actually the main energy of this month. So if you look at this month, April's reading, you're going to get the overall energy of this whole month. Okay, so we have again above Zen. So stillness and action within, which is speaking about nourishing ourselves, our spirit, our body, our mind with goodness, right? So that's what we're being guided to do this month. It's you're having this stillness without, but there's lots going on within, right? And we are cultivating our inner in order to make great strides forward. It seems like we're not doing anything, but we are lots, right? And then so the movement forward will in the long run be much faster this way. Okay, so let's have, so that's the underlying energy, which is the overall energy of this month. So that will sort of be with us all throughout this month, this nourishing, like we're being guided to nourish ourselves with good words, like cut away like social media, things that has no value, right? Things that are just keeping us distracted, and we are being guided to take in, learn things and listen to wise people and read books from wise people and take in things that nourish ourselves and eat well. So even maybe fast a few days for our body, and then taking good nutrient food, right? So we, it's like a reset month here, and this is to move away from social media, move away from quick entertainment, right? Things that keeps us entertained or activated for the moment but has no real value. Like move away from that and then start taking in things that will help us grow and develop and the health, get a healthy body, mind and spirit. Okay, so present moment we have, let's see, so it's a wind over water, and water without here. So we've got water within, water within. Water is like it's darkness. So we can feel, and like the energy, the emotions that go with it are fear, but also courage. We can transmute this into courage, and maybe courage. We're being asked to be courageous, although we might feel fearful within. We are being asked to transmute this into courage, right? And then let go of this fear that's holding us back, right? Because many times when we don't do the things that we want to do, that our heart is crying out for us to do, we want to blame external things. I don't have time, I don't have this, that and the other. But then when we really start looking at it, what am I wasting my time on, right? Am I wasting my time on social media? Am I wasting, right, all these kind of things? And it's just procrastinations. We're stopping ourselves because we've got this inner fear that we're going to fail maybe, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not beautiful enough, and I'm not blah blah blah, all these kind of things that we say, right? And this is, the things we've been conditioned into believing by this society and all these kind of things. And we are being asked now to, yes, nourish ourselves, really look after ourselves, take this time now ahead, this April here, as we're coming into spring, to really look at ourselves and give us the time to look after ourselves, and then transmute these fears and all these things that we have going on in our head about that we're not good enough, or I can't do this, and all these kind of things. Transmute that into courage instead. It's courage to take step forwards, little steps forward, in order to take our path that our heart is crying, our soul is crying out for, right? Let's have a look. So Zun over Kan, which is 59, and then we have Kyan over Kan, which is 6, which I think might be childhood. There you go. I think that's 27. Let's have a look. Genchen, yes, 27, which is nourishing. and that's an earth energy. Mother Earth is coming in, guiding us into nourish ourselves. So 59, let's have a look. 59 is the main energy of today. This is where we're at, and this is the main dispersing. Dispersing, which is wind over water. So wind sort of, it disperses. You've got a gentle wind, like it disperses the leaves on the floor after the autumn, right? Or after winter is coming in, and then the autumn, and it disperses the wind, or it makes ripples on the water. It makes things disperse, right? And that could be a good thing, right? So it's wood, but the element is wood, and it's called Huan. That's the Chinese name for that one. And let's have a look at number 6. 5, needing contention. Okay. Contention, which is metal. Metal is very cutting away things that keeps us trapped, right? So we can see clearly, so we can move forward clearly. So wood, metal, earth. So dispersing. Originally, Huan meant ice breaks, melts, vanishes. Later on, it comes to mean to separate and scatter. And that, remember, I spoke about spring, like we're in the springtime now. Coming into April here now, we're talking about, so things are starting to disperse, and this is like the winter, where like things are melting and breaking up and paving way for this new that's coming in. And this is also, it links so well into the guidance of the overall, right? Go within, nourish ourselves, and make sure, because we have set a seed, and now we need to make sure we can nurture this seed, right? So we need to get ourselves in order here, in order to be strong. So during the spring, so this seed can start to sprout, right? Let's have a look at the decision. Dispersing, prosperous and smooth. The king arrives at the temples, favorable to cross great rivers, favorable to be steadfast and upright. And then let's get the commentary here. Dispersing, prosperous and smooth. The firm comes without hindrance. The yielding is at the proper place. It goes out to meet its similarity above. The king arrives at the temple. He is in the central place, favorable to cross great rivers. The merit comes from mounting on the wood. So this hexagram speaks about sincerity and truthfulness, like being sincere and truthful. So we're talking about the king arrives at the temple, like the king comes with gifts and he's making offerings to the heaven, to the temple. And with this, he actually getting the trust of the people. And also this is speaking about dispersing, like old resentments and things we're holding on to that we're finding difficult to let go. It's time now. You might be in a situation where you didn't get your way, or things seems a bit out of place or whatever, but just let go of all the resentment and all these kind of things and just move forward, because it's only holding you back. So you're being asked to just we're being asked to become this great leader, not necessarily like a great leader for other people. Maybe you're in that situation, but definitely a great leader for ourselves. What would you want your leader to be like, right? How would you like your leaders to be? You need to be that leader for yourself, right? There's only one person you can truly control, and that is you. Okay? So you need to start, we need to start with ourselves, and then think about, how do you think a great leader is like, and then make sure you are that leader for yourself. Okay? And then let go of old quarrels and old patterns of thinking and resentment and anger and all these kind of things. Disperse it, let it disperse, because now spring is here and we're starting a new cycle. We need to have all the strength we have to set this, to make everything sprout that were from the seeds that we set. Okay, so let's have a look at the fourth line, the changing line. Speaking about dispersing one's group, supreme good fortune. Dispersing brings a mound beyond common people's imagination. Dispersing one's group, supreme good fortune. It is brilliant and great. Yeah, so here in the text is actually speaking about, let me have a look. It's a dispersing self-serving group led to union as solid as a mound. So it's like you need to, you know, if there is, if you're in a situation, but and also with yourself as well, but like we've got to look at our intention, and then and intentions within the groups that we are as well. What is the true intention? Is it to look good, right? Well, then we need to let go of that. But is it to be of benefit and help, right? Well, then this needs to be kept, right? So we need to disperse all this and let go of all the kind of all self-serving, everything that is not of benefit for all beings, right? All beings, and that includes animals as well, right? All beings, everyone around us, right? The great leader makes sure he doesn't lose his little lamb, you know, like not one single lamb must go, not one single, right? We must look after each other. So let's have a look. The fourth line is in a minister place. It is a yin element at the yin place, not central, but correct. Although it responds to the one at the bottom, they are both yin. The fourth line refuses to form what would be a selfish union. She prefers to serve the king at the fifth place loyally and faithfully. Her act of refusing selfish bonds leads to a union as strong as a mound. There is supreme good fortune. Who is your leader? Who should you really serve? Like this is, I'm thinking as well, like you have groups of people who are gossiping and pointing fingers and kind of things. Are these the groups you want to be part of? Are these the groups we want to be part of? Or is it somebody who's actually breaking way for something new and beautiful instead, right? Is that the person we want to follow? Really being asked here to look at who are we hanging out with? And this is the overall energy of April as well. Like, are we sitting in groups of people that are just talking, pointing fingers and being negative and all this kind of, is this the kind of nourishment we want to take in? Also, when we speak as well, that's what comes out of us. Is this the kind of things we want to share? Right? We really got to be watchful here. What are we taking in and what are we sharing? Is it coming from the intention of benefit for everyone? Or is the intention self-serving? You know, oh, I feel so bad, so I want to make that person feel bad. Or, look at all them over there because I don't want to look at myself. And, you know, that kind of thing, right? So that's what we're being called to this on the 2nd of April, but also throughout this month. So let's have a look at contention. Yeah, and contention, yeah, of course. If we're choosing the wrong crowd, if we're choosing the wrong direction, we're going to end up in contention. Needing, scrambling for food, contention is certain to arise. Thus, after needing, contention follows. Song means to dispute or to demand justice or to bring a case to court because there's contention, right? We're not seeing eye to eye, or we are in a situation where there is contention. We must choose the good way forward, whether move away from contention. If we realize we are part of this contention, this where we are not at midpoint, good fortune, and misfortune. The middle ground is the key for settling contention. Contention being sincere and truthful. Truth is blocked. Be cautious. Midpoint, good fortune, talking about the middle ground, right? Finding the where we are in union, like where, okay, so where do we agree with each other and then move forward in this. But if there is like just continued contention, you need to move away from it, okay? Favorable to see a great person, unfavorable to cross great rivers. So we're not asking, we're not, when we are in a situation where there is contention, we we shouldn't move forward, but we should get advice from someone wise, somebody that we trust, right? Go to that kind of person and help them, allow them to help you, to give you guidance and how to move forward. But we are the guidance of today is to let go of old contention. Just let it go. And then also we have this nourishing energy within. It's like, what do we take in? Food, thought, thoughts, words. What is it that we're taking in? Is it nourishing? What is it that we give out? Is it nourishing? Right? And then if it's not, then we need to disperse this. We need to dissolve this contention that is still in our life. And then so we can move forward in strength and joy and start to create something beautiful for this world, because it certainly needs it. Okay, it doesn't need us to be part of the people who are pointing fingers and just blaming everyone else. Okay, so that's the reading for today. I hope it was of benefit to you, and I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful day.